What's going on, Cancer? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your general reading for the month of May. We're hopping into your cards, seeing what messages we can bring you, what clarity can come in for the rest of the month for you guys. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches the video, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign on one of the previous readings that I did for Cancer. All right, let's hop in. I'm going to show you guys how your cards are looking first. This is going to be your present energy that we're working with first. Your main storyline is right here. I also added in a new deck this month. We have the Crystal Tarot deck. That we're using this month, along with the golden deck and the Rider-Waite tarot. All right, so that's your present energy. Moving over here, we have your futuristic energy on the left side, and this will also be your supporting details that we're dealing with here. After that, we will wrap it up in the end with a fairy card. You guys have the Two of Winter. All right, hopefully you guys are doing safe or doing good out there and staying safe. If you're brand new to the channel, you can follow me on IG at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony 14 pounds. I should be uploading new content on the IG soon here. It's been a while since I have, though. And if you're looking for a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to book. All right, let's do this, Cancer. Crowning your reading, we have the Strength card clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant energy. So I really feel like in the month of May, you guys are kind of leveling up in some way with the Strength card. You guys are kind of like tapping into that inner strength that you have to get through or past some sort of negative thinking with the Eight of Swords. I feel like in the month of May, you could have some mental gymnastics that are kind of going on where you're kind of being drawn almost like into the illusion of how your external world is or how your life is going, and all the negativity that could come with, the things that you feel you don't have yet, or the things that you still want and desire that haven't manifested into this reality yet. um and with the Hierophant here, it's kind of like you're being reminded of some of your past negative thinking that I feel like a lot of you Cancers may have already overcome in some sort of way. But some of it could be coming back up to the surface here in the month of May. And almost, it's like the universe pointing it out to you so that you can kind of deal with it a little bit or transform some of your thinking, the way that you kind of process your thoughts. So with the Strength card here, I do feel like you guys are overcoming this, but it may be a little bit of a challenge. It may be a shift in your consciousness, a shift in the way that you perceive the world that you're having to kind of do in order to um, come back to your truth, come back to your center of gravity, come back to your power, right, with this Strength card, and overcoming some of the subconscious programming with the Hierophant here that manifests itself inside of your thoughts sometimes. All right. Below that, we have the King of Cups energy with the World card and the Six of Pentacles. So here you guys go right here with the King of Cups energy. You're kind of showing up as yourself, showing up as this emotional, intuitive, um, balanced individual with the King of Cups. So I feel like in the month of May, your emotions are definitely going to be kind of at a balanced state. Um, but it's like you're kind of in your head a little bit. So the World card here is talking about this brand new cycle, or this brand new beginning that kind of is opening up to you. You guys could feel like you're in between two different worlds with the World card, because one world is kind of closing out for you. And I really feel like this is the world that is going to be connected to this kind of negative thinking with the Eight of Swords, or you kind of processing some of the um, older experiences, memories, or thoughts that you have about the past, because you're stepping into this world energy, which is talking about this emotional stability that you have, this emotional intelligence that you're kind of tapping into in order to use it moving forward. The Six of Pentacles is also here talking about this balance of energies, this equal give and take that you're having with yourself and the universe, yourself and your reality, even yourself and your internal world. And I feel like this is what you guys are kind of coming to after you deal with some of those mental gymnastics, after you kind of get through the negative thinking. What's waiting for you here is this new opening, the world energy. That I really feel like is bringing you closer to some of the things that you have been wanting to manifest in your life. But it's all going to be about how you're maintaining this emotional stability, right? And I feel like some of these thoughts that are kind of coming in the month of May are trying to throw you off a little bit because you're getting closer and closer to your goals, getting closer to this space in your life that you have kind of been envisioning for yourself for a while. This world energy is here for you. Um, so as long as you're staying in this King of Cups energy where everything is kind of balanced, you're doing everything that you can to bring yourself into balance, whatever those things are. Like a lot of people do different things. Some people cook, some people eat, like healthy food, some people exercise, some people go out in nature. Depending on whatever that is for you, this energy is keeping you in that balanced space. So some of you guys may have to actually do that in order to get out of your head and get back into the realm that you have the most influence over, which is your emotional realm. And use those kind of deep emotions that you have, Cancer, to continue to paint your reality, as opposed to this sword energy, right? That is trying to paint your reality. So this is something that you're overcoming. Um, Coming over here, we have the Two of Pentacles energy with the Three of Swords and the Emperor. So the Two of Pentacles to me is talking about once again this balance energy that you're kind of having to work on, because it's a decision is what I'm kind of getting from this card. With the Three of Swords, this is talking about that energy once again of kind of being in your pain, being in your hurt, or the illusion of your pain and your hurt, right? This to me is kind of somebody who is kind of almost, crying a little bit because of the things once again that they feel they don't have yet in their reality. And this could have to do with love for a lot of you guys with the Three of Swords. If you're a single Cancer out there and it's kind of like you don't have any prospects or it's nobody that you're talking to right now, you could be feeling this energy, a little bit of loneliness, or almost like, despair when it comes down to love. But that's just one channel that you have the option to tap into or not, because the other option, because we have Two of Pentacles, is for you to look at things on a more positive, optimistic note, and to perceive, the things that are happening in your life as a stepping stone, getting you to, right, what you actually want in your world, your goals, this new world that you're continuing to head towards, right? So with that thinking, once again, it's going to come up again for you to either take control of your world and to understand that you do have control to create your reality, and you do have control to manifest and attract what you want in your world, as opposed to almost having the pity party of the Three of Swords and feeling like, nothing is working out for me, nothing ever is going to come my way, I'm never going to be out of this space that I'm in, I'm blah, blah, blah. And so with the Emperor energy, it's almost like you have that option whether to be in the Three of the Swords or to be in this Emperor energy, which is somebody that is building their reality, creating their reality, taking control of what they can, and putting their energy out there in a more positive light to attract what it is that you feel you don't have, instead of continuing to focus on what you don't have, right? So I like how you guys are kind of having an option this month to focus on the good, the positive, um, and to take control by doing that over some of these more nasty, negative thoughts that kind of want to come in to test you a little bit, but also to kind of hold you back in a older paradigm or this older space of being. Um, because right around the corner for a lot of cancers, what I'm feeling is that there is some great things coming your way. There are some things that are kind of bubbling beneath the surface that are wanting to come up, but they kind of have to be ushered in by the way you're thinking, the way that you're feeling, the way that you are feeling about yourself, feeling about life. So this will be a great time to really tap into some affirmations, Cancer, um, to really do things to feel like you're at your highest vibration, as opposed to being in those lower vibrations, which I feel for you guys are really going to be more of a illusion. You're not really in this 3 of Swords energy. You're no longer in the 8 of Swords energy. Um, but your mind can kind of paint the picture and tell you that you are, when you're really not. You're in this Emperor energy where things are expanding for you, things are growing, you have things manifesting for you that are coming your way. A lot of great energy coming in, but you have to kind of claim that, right? And operate in that energy in order to continue to bring in these manifestations, as opposed to, you know, saying, I don't have it, I want it, I wish that I had it, I hate that I don't have it, and continuing to focus on that. So that's kind of what I'm picking up there. Coming below that, we have the star card clarified with the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. So this star card to me does represent this level of healing that's taking place in the month of May, because you guys are going to be making it out of that maze of your mind. You guys are going to be overcoming some of those lower negative thoughts, and coming into this space of healing, coming into this space where the universe wants you to be in order to give you the blessings that they have for you, in order to bring you into this certain completion of an older cycle. And the 4 of Swords represents where your mind should be in the month of May, relaxed, kind of surrendering, right, to the things that you feel you can't control, or the things that are out of your control, or that you don't have, surrendering it to the universe, right? This is a peaceful type of energy where everything is serene, where you're kind of in this meditative space, understanding that you are connected to everything that you want and desire. And just because it hasn't shown up externally, it hasn't showed up in the material world, doesn't mean that it's not connected to you, that you don't have it, right? The manifestation takes a little bit longer than the energy that you already kind of have it, if that makes any sense, right? Because my theory with manifestations, or things that we desire in our world, is that you have to kind of cultivate it within you first, and understand that this is something that is for you. This is something that you already have on an energetic level. Um, and this brings you closer to it on a more material level. So the 8 of Pentacles here shows this building, this process that's been happening when it comes down to you getting closer to your desires, right? And you guys have been doing a lot of work in this area, is what I feel, Cancer, because we're at the 8 of Pentacles. You guys have been very focused on the development of yourself, very focused on building your material world, on building some sort of security for yourself, for your family. Um, Building kind of like this sanctuary or place of safety, this safe haven for yourself, is what I feel. And this is the space that you should definitely be in the month of May, because new things are wanting to come in, right? New manifestations are wanting to come into your world, come into your energy. And so as you're working um out all of the kinks, let's say, or passing through some of this more negative energy, you're also attracting in some of this positivity. Um, and I really feel like with the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, you have something that's showing up in your world in the month of May, to let you know, like, all of your hard work has been paying off. Um, all of this self development, all of your spirituality, all of this energy that you've been pouring into yourself and creating, right, for yourself, is bringing in some tangible manifestations. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and then we move over here, and you have the 10 of Pentacles, right? With the Magician and the Queen of Pentacle energy. So once again, like I said, you guys have been in this space of creation in recent times, right? You guys have been using all of the tools that you have in order to attract this abundance, in order to attract this certain lifestyle that you want for yourself. And some of you guys have already been living this lifestyle, and all you're doing now is kind of adding on to it, adding more aesthetics, adding more, finances, excuse me, Cancer. But with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is the energy that you're kind of taking on when it comes down to your material world, right? She's very attractive and very protective over what she has kind of built for herself. And I feel like this is how you guys are really showing up when it comes down to the connection to your manifestations, the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And if you just look at her, right, she's like dripping in the lap of luxury, right? Like it's there, like it's all in the picture. This is where I feel like your energy is, Cancer, but there's a certain level of thinking that kind of wants you to believe that it's not, with the Eight of Swords. And I really feel like this comes from a past version of yourself when you were in a space that was a lot more tight and was a lot more stressful to you. And it's almost like those same patterns of thinking are trying to affect your manifestation here in the month of May. Um, but what should be happening is that you continue to do what you have already been doing with this magician energy, continuing to create, continuing to attract this level of abundance for yourself, continuing to act like this Queen of Pentacles here, standing in your power, grounded, right? Believing that you are connected to this abundance and it's not anything that's separate from your energy. And this is what's bringing this into the material world. All right, so we will move over into your futuristic energy and see what's going on over here. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords energy, we have the Two of Wands here, and then the Eight of Swords. All right, so let's move up here. With the Five of Wands energy, it's clarified by the Strength card again and the Eight of Cups. So yeah, Five of Wands is really representing this internal conflict that's going on, right? With this decision that you're wanting to make for yourself, whether you should operate on your negative thinking or lower nature as opposed to your higher self and your positivity. And so the Strength card is here again, letting you know that you have what it takes to overcome some of that internal conflict. And what has to be done here with the Eight of Cups is you guys kind of walking totally away from this type of over analytical or negative processing that you've been in the past. And I feel like you guys have been overcoming, but in the month of May is really kind of coming more up to the surface to test you a little bit. Um, and to also kind of see, like, if you have grown, or to prove to yourself if you really have grown, right, through all of this development and work that you have been doing over the months, over the years. So I feel like you're proving something to yourself in the month of May, when it comes down to your internal world. The Queen of Swords is also here with the Eight of Wands energy and the Four of Pentacles. So um once you guys get this breakthrough, and I really feel like it's probably going to come towards like the middle of May, um, there is going to be a lot of new communication that is coming into you from the external world, is what I feel. This could be people that are trying to communicate with you. This could be suitors for some of you guys. It could be job opportunities. If you've kind of been searching for a new job, it could be clients if you're kind of running a business. I feel like there's going to be some sort of breakthrough though with the Eight of Wands that it's kind of speeding up the process of what it is that you have been building, right? And it's also going to be because with the Four of Pentacles, you have let go of something, right? You've walked away from a certain older narrative of your life. You've let go of something that maybe you've been holding on to very tightly with the Four of Pentacles. And you're looking towards your future. You're looking towards where you're headed. You're becoming very certain and clear on the direction that you want to go in. What it is you want to do with your life. How do you want to spend your energy? What do you want to give back to the world? What type of life do you want to have? And because you're becoming a lot more sure on it, I feel things are going to be speeding up for you on the second half of May. We'll kind of touch on that for the mid-month reading to kind of see exactly what's happening there. But some sort of breakthrough is going to be coming in the middle of May. Over here, we have the Two of Wands energy with the Queen of Pentacles again and the Nine of Cups. So yeah, this is the decision being made with the Two of Wands, right? Because I feel like in the beginning of May, it's like this back and forth energy. Like, should I move forward or should I stay in the past? Should I move forward or should I stay in the past? And it's like, even if you're not thinking that on a conscious level, energetically, this is where your energy is. But towards, like I said, the middle of May, you will have made a certain decision. And I really feel like it's pushing you forward into this new space of experience with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Somebody that is abundant once again, somebody who is in tune with the material world and her ability to attract in what she needs for her life, the necessities and also the abundance, the surplus of it. All right. And protecting that energy because you guys have some wish fulfillment that really is coming in the month of May. Like I said, I don't know what area it could be in for most of you guys because it is a general reading, but for some of you guys, it definitely could be in the area of connection and love if that's what you're searching for. For other people, it could be in the area of finances and material wealth, like you're getting some sort of breakthrough, some sort of opportunity to make more money or to bring in more funds. For other people, this could just be with other relationships or friendships or family members that you're seeing some sort of wish fulfillment, but it is coming in because you guys are kind of like overcoming this obstacle that I spoke of at the beginning of your reading when it comes down to your thinking. And this is creating a certain momentum that the universe is bringing something towards you quicker and also a very major breakthrough in your life that I feel is going to be bringing you into this brand new world cycle, a brand new life cycle. All right. And below that, we have the Eight of Swords that pops up again, this time with the Empress and the Two of Cups. So, like I said, with the Two of Cups, some of you guys are definitely having some sort of opportunity in new love that's coming your way. Um, and it's because you guys are taking on this Empress energy once you kind of have overcome um, some of those obstacles and you've taken control of the way that you have been thinking. It's like you level up into this Empress energy. So not only are you guys being represented in your reading by the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Cups, but you also come in as the Empress energy. So there may be a little bit of shape shifting that's happening for some of you cancers in the month of May. And this may be needed because you're kind of like phasing through these parts of yourself, phasing through these different processing um capabilities that you have, and you may phase from inside of your thinking to inside of your emotions to inside of your body to inside of your spirituality, because there is a certain transformation that's happening for you guys as you're moving forward on your path. But towards the end of the month, you're showing up as the Empress, right? Somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is very abundant. This is very similar to the Queen of Pentacles energy, somebody who is creative, right? Fertile, nurturing, um, and also very magnetic to the energies that are around her. And so some of you guys are going to be attracting in some sort of soulmate connection with the Two of Cups towards the end of May, is what I'm picking up here. If this is the thing that, um, is kind of bothering you, right? With the Three of Swords towards the end of the month or towards the beginning of the month, where you're just like, where is my person, at? When are they kind of going to get to me? When am I going to have some sort of um, relationship or emotional fulfillment? I'm really picking that up for some cancers. Then towards the end of the month, especially if you kind of um, work to get past that energy of despair, then you come into this Two of Cups connection with somebody. It could just be the beginning of something with somebody, like the conversation, the communication starts up towards the end of May. But I really feel like it's going to be taking you into something that's very big for you when it comes down to love for a lot of cancers here, because this is going to be your new world with whoever is coming towards you at the end of May, or maybe the middle of May, somewhere around that time. But this is in your futuristic energy, so you are going to be attracting in some sort of new love, is what I feel, Cancer. Okay. I wish I had more details on that, but this is a general reading, so um I can't really dive into the details there. But let's go into your fairy card and see what you guys have. It says Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. This is kind of what I've been talking about the whole time, right? You guys are going to feel like you're in between two different worlds. But you're going to be making a decision in the month of May to really head in the direction that means you the most, or that kind of is more suitable to where you're headed, the direction that kind of pours into you as opposed to taking away from you, right? And so the trap between the intellectual and the emotional will be the battle that I feel like is being fought in the month of May. But you guys are definitely going to be overcoming it, because you have the strength card coming here twice. And because you're overcoming this, you have something waiting for you towards the end of May. That is really going to be some wish fulfillment, some emotional fulfillment. And for a lot of you guys, it looks like some new love with the Two of Cups. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up right there, Cancer. I will see you guys in the mid-month reading in May. Stay safe out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it to the end of the reading, see you later.